You're listening to the very 28th episode of the Celtic Crack Podcast.
I reckon we should get Mikey to fucking do intros again properly.
Yeah, I miss a good Mikey intro.
Yeah.
Do you, yeah?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Fans are going mad.
I actually, like, he stays at home all week and he has about 25 or 30 of them written out and he picks out the best one of that.
Yeah.
I'd love to see his little notepad.
Oh,
no,
man.
I have that screen that, you know, Tom Cruise had in Minority Report.
Oh, yeah, all the shit.
Yeah.
Augmented reality.
Cost me about 10 grand, like.
Yeah.
That's the sacrifices I make for this fucking podcast.
Nothing to a man like
He
you.
had to remortgage his shed for it.
Mikey has that land money. He's a country boy.
Oh, he is, yeah.
Good road frontage and all.
Countryman money.
He
All
has,
that
yeah.
stuff by his mattress below is fucking stuffed.
With cow shit, which is money, if you think about it.
But there's money. But yeah, I missed the old Mikey intros now, in fairness. They were good crack. So when you go back and listen to an old one, and now we listen to a newer one, it's like, it's not the same.
I think one of my favourite ones was the eastbound and down one, I thought.
Which is that now?
On
Is
top
that,
of her.
Oh, yeah.
Thrusting away. My plums.
I think one of my favourite ones was the week you weren't here, and he said when they fired Jude Doherty from the podcast because he had AIDS.
I didn't hear that. Oh, I never heard that one. What
never heard
episode was that?
That was the big fucking the one about all the conspiracy theories. Remember?
I'm gonna have to go back now and listen to that. one.
You didn't bother listening because you weren't on it. See that now?
It's a conspiracy, bro. Is that the one? I have seen it, yeah, but I just don't remember the. That's the moment
Yeah.
you ripped on me for like the first 5 minutes of it.
We
and
totally ripped on you.
I know,
bro.
I suppose, yeah. But then the following week, I was back and Shane wasn't in.
Probably, yeah.
Shane got better then.
It's an unspoken rule. Like, if you're not here, you're going to get slagged.
Even if you are here, you're going to get the whole slagged off, you like.
Fucking Steamer Russell. What's the story with Steamer, lads? Are we allowed to say that? Is that a Limerick thing as well?
It is.
It is a Limerick thing, yeah.
What? Is that a homophobic slur that I wasn't aware of, or what?
It is derogatory, I think, the phrase you're looking
Derogatory.
for. Kiddie fiddlish.
Do you? I remember saying to you, like, you were never familiar with the phrase "steam to the concourse," no?
Oh,
I heard of it. It wasn't a very city thing to say.
Was it not?
No, I wasn't, but I have heard of it.
As in drunk, like.
Yeah, drunk.
Yeah. I don't know where steamer came out of, like.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a pure steamer.
When I hear of that, I
Spectre.
always imagine a fella with a pint of Guinness and a fucking big lump of cow shit in his hands.
What the fuck?
I
Farmer
never,
bastard.
I never heard of gomi before you guys used it. Like.
Yeah. Go on me. What
must
about
be Limerick one, is it?
what about Mog?
Mog, yeah, Mog was very popular in my house.
Some places they say Mong. You Mong.
You Mong, yeah, I heard. Yeah. That used to be big back in the early 2000s.
There's a lot of shit, man, that's pure Limerick, and I didn't realise it until just recent years. Like even tackies.
Goal.
I thought everyone said tackies.
Well,
Goal is not Limerick.
Goal is Limerick, is
No
it?
way.
Yeah.
Goal is Limerick, yeah.
Goal. I thought that was
But
universal.
did we not discuss that in a previous podcast? No, tackies
Tackies, yeah, I know.
about the South African.
Yeah.
Yeah.
South African.
South African. Well, a priest.
An Irish priest.
It was an Irish
Wasn't
priest
it?
that came back to Ballinanty, yeah.
Ballinanty.
Back in the 70s when the tackies were popular, and he was complaining about the kids wearing all the tackies
Yeah.
at his sermons. And
But like it wasn't until like
Yeah,
I
but the
started
times.
talking to people from other counties, and I'd say like, "Oh man, got a new pair of tackies or whatever," and they were like, "A new pair of what?"
one of us.
Hadn't a clue what I was talking about. Sneakers. Do you know the other one as well that seems to be pure Limerick? Cod-eye.
Cod-eye's Limerick as well, yeah. And it's cross-eyed or swivel's another one. Swivel.
Yeah, Swivelled. Cod-eye, where the fuck did that ever come
Hi,
from? It's
looks
like,
good to me.
I'd say Cod-eye was obviously originally about a person who had like bulgy eyes. Do you know, like a fish.
Codfish, yeah.
But then for some reason we started calling people who were cross-eyed Cod-eye. Cod-eye.
For us,
Could I
cod-eye.
have a biscuit? And all
Yeah.
this
Yeah. And I
stupid
remember
shit.
all that stupid shit. It was hilarious when we were kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Thinking we were the man, yeah.
Could I have a biscuit? Could I?
I said it to my mother one day and she wore a glass ashtray off me. Marking it, Captain.
Yeah.
A glass
remember that one.
ashtray, huh?
Marking
That was the
his
norm
kitchen.
out in my ass, like. If you didn't get paid with a glass ashtray, man, you were a posh cunt.
Sure, come here. He wouldn't be your father if he didn't bait you.
This is true.
Did you not take the old John Player ashtrays out of the pub, no?
Yeah. And Benson Hedges actually.
Yeah,
we had. No, sorry, it was Super Kings because my mother was a Super King smoker.
Yeah, we were just telling a story about that there recently. We were a friend of ours got the shit kicked out of him by the guards over one of those ashtrays when we were kids messing. Were
By his
we talking
parents?
about that on here, no? No, by the guards.
Go away.
Yeah, we were up in fucking
up near
the,
Lee, is it?
the snooker hall.
Yeah.
St. Michael's snooker hall. Do you remember those big Benson and Hedges ashtrays?
Yeah.
They used to be in the pubs and everywhere, big huge yellow ones.
Yeah.
We were upstairs and one of the lads, as we were leaving, threw it out the window. like down into the fucking street, like, and then he looked and he was like, "Oh, it didn't break. I'm getting it." So we all ran down the stairs. We got down to the end of the stairs. There was 2 guards standing there, and there was one of the boys with us. It was a pure messer now, like, so the guards kind of knew him. So they were like, "Who threw the ashtray? Who threw the ashtray?" And we were like, "What ashtray? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about." So the guards were like, "You get out, get out, get out." They marched about 3 of us out the door and gave us a slap in the back of the head as we were going, and then slammed the door behind us once we got out and kept one of the boys in there. All we heard them was just a lot of commotion. Bang! He came out, fucking just squeezed out the door. Then he was like, "The bastards!" It wasn't even him to throw it. Like
a police beat down.
We were rough little fuckers.
He was clearly known. So was he?
Yeah. Most of us kind of were at that stage, like, because we grew up in Limerick's projects, like, you know.
Police brutality, bro.
There was like, is community guards even a thing? Like, there used to be community guards down around.
We had a community guard in Moyross, for years.
Don't really hear of it anymore, do you?
The Garda Reserve.
Garda Reserve.
A backup shed.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, there's a few of them. They draft in a load of them there for the Christmas as well.
A backup shed.
Backup sheds, yeah. Spare sheds.
Haven't got a spare shed, have you?
A load of them around there.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, that's fucking Happy New Year to you anyway.
Yeah.
A very prosperous New Year to you, Stooge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot it.
This is the first one of the new year, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
The last
2019, come at me with all you've got.
New Year. Is it a new you?
Well, I've gone from Facebook anyway, so.
Oh, what's that about now?
Got my heart broken.
Ah, no way.
My fella.
Who was he?
I got them before.
The bastard. Point him out to me. Tear the roots out of his head.
I'll pull the Mickey off him.
Yeah.
Stop the lights. Yeah, no, man. Fucking, I had 11 years of it. 11, nearly 12 years of it. And I'm just fucking sick to death of it, man. Every time I open my phone, it was just, what are you doing? Like? Even today, I was telling Mikey, for the last week, I've been happier. Yeah. Slightly happier. But subconsciously, I'm reaching for my phone, picking it up. And I'm clicking the lock button on the side. And then I'm like, why the fuck are you picking up your phone? You've nothing to look at. And then I put it back down.
Yeah, but like, why have notifications turned off for it? Like,
but it's not about the notifications coming in. It's about the fact that I'm constantly on it.
You're just checking it.
Yeah, all, man. I'd sit down, I'd have the television on, I'd have every fucking light on. I'd have my ebook beside me, halfway fucking read through a book. And I'd be checking the fucking phone.
Yeah.
For no reason, constantly on it. I'm on it 24/7.
Yeah, I can't stand it, man. I've notifications for everything turned off except for like my work emails. But everything else, I was like, I'll check it when I want to check it. Like, you know, I hate my phone beeping at me. There's nothing worse than when I have a day now where it's busy.
I'm the same, yeah. Most of the time now I'd have my phone on silent, right? And if I don't have it on silent, if I'm going to bed, I put it on silent. I'd have my alarm set, all right, but I hate being woke up by the phone going off, like, because the slightest little ding will go off, like a Facebook message coming in will set me off, will wake me up.
I'm the same. That's why I always have it on silent as well, because once I wake up, then that's it. But man, fucking last week, I was like, did you notice? I annoyed myself watching last week's podcast back. I didn't even watch it until I think last night or the night before, because I was like, I don't even want to see.
It was my favourite podcast as of yet.
Yeah, because you got a lovely compliment.
My fan.
Give him a shout out at least.
I can't remember his name.
You wanker.
I'm going to call him Brendan.
Fuck you, his name is Jordan.
Is it Jordan?
Jordan, yeah.
Nice
shout out to Jordan.
Good man.
Jude didn't even have the decency to remember your name.
Sure, look, I've a lot on my plate right now.
Typical, that's just how you treat men, isn't it?
I'm treating him mean, so I'm keeping him clean, you know what I mean?
Come here, the young fella, you're going to have to stop missing podcasts, like, because his mother, like, is at danger of getting a roundhouse kick.
Yeah. He said he almost gave his mother a roundhouse kick when I'm not on the show.
Yeah, fuck that. We can't have the podcast associated with mothers getting roundhouse kicked, like. Fathers, fair enough. Kick the fuck out of your fathers.
If it does happen, though, send a photograph, or take a photograph and send us the black eye, so we can talk about it on the next podcast.
Send us a Snapchat.
Yeah,
I should really have a Snapchat for this as well.
You actually should, yeah, because
I will at some stage. Now that I have the new phone and all, you can actually duplicate your apps on it, so I can have 2 Snapchats. And all.
Go away, can you?
You don't even have to sign in and out of them or anything like. Yeah, fucking new phone, man. It's like being.
I wonder if I've got that net.
Like,
hardly.
I don't know. Fucking man, I had that S5 for 4 years. Galaxy S5. What a phone, though.
Great phone. 4 years.
Wasn't turned off once in 4 years. Like,
I've had this phone. I've had this phone now for 6 months. I think it's the longest I've ever had a phone.
Yeah.
Constant use, like.
Samsung, man.
It is porn battered.
Hard drive, burnt out of it.
That's what happens. You watching too many dodgy shit and downloading
high
shit.
definition. That's why. Burns off the fucking screen.
Yeah. Swear to God. Those money shots, I kind of jump back myself, like, you know.
Dropping your phone. Splashes, then a lot of splashes on the phone as well, doing damage to the speakers.
This is it, yeah.
Yeah, you need to get a proper weatherproof.
IP66.
IP66?
Ingress protection. That's the rating you have.
All right,
like,
Mikey getting all fucking technical.
That's the rating you have to stop, liquids and things getting into your
IP66?
Yeah.
So what
Never
does that
heard
mean?
of
That like
IP is ingress
it's
protection. It means it stops.
I don't believe that. I believe anyway that this was invented in Japan, and there was a fella who would just like put a laptop in a room and he would piss on it over and over and over until it clapped out, and then eventually
You're having a laugh.
No, eventually then when they asked him like how long did this one hold up, he was like IP66. And he was like, okay, fair enough. 66 times, that's the limit that you can piss on your laptop.
Yeah.
Or blow your load or whatever.
Confucius say you can piss at 57 time. He was wrong.
67.
No, 57, but he was wrong because he got 66.
All right, John. So you can't do 67.
Confucius is a liar.
Confucius say, huh? Yeah.
There's another intro.
2019, boys. What's in store for 2019?
They're predicting the end of the world anyway.
Fuck them.
Sure, if the end of the world is supposed to be in 12 as well, wouldn't it?
Oh, it was supposed to be a lot of times, 2000 as well.
The year 1000 as well, yeah.
Songs about it all over the place.
Where were you when the world was supposed to end?
Oh, fuck, what was the next line?
Did it make you feel sad, or did you think it was kind of gay?
Yeah, kind of gay. I knew there was something about kind of gay. Oh, man. Yeah, the world is constantly supposed to end. Fuck off, like. It's one of those things anyway, there's no point worrying about it, like, because if it ends, it ends. Like, what the fuck are you going to do about it?
There's nothing you can do about it, man, yeah. For it is written.
It's always those fucking YouTube videos, undeniable proof the world will end, blah, blah, blah.
And that is another reason why I'm gone from social bastard media, man.
The things
that shit annoys the bollocks out of me, like.
The things that qualify as undeniable proof these days are fucking gas, like. Do you know, I was saying it before about those evil overlord reptilian shapeshifters, and you see the undeniable proof, and you're like a fucking little camera glitch or something.
No, there's a little camera glitch. These bastards spent the last fucking 4 hours photoshopping Vladimir Putin's face on a fucking iguana. Fucking Egypt.
They'll get a little move where he does like a little yawn or something. Like, see that? He was shapeshifting. He was shapeshifting.
It's like that episode of South Park with the ghost hunters. What is that? What is that? I think it's a cigarette lighter. There's a liquid coming from my pants. He's pissing in his pants. It's leaving a trail of some sort. Something warm and sticky is coming out the back of me now. The boy's shitting it. Ghost Hunters, it's the gayest show in the fucking world. Do you not remember that episode, no?
No.
It's the dead celebrity one, man. Watch it, it's very good.
It's ages ago anyway, wasn't it? Yeah.
The Michael Jackson at the beauty pageant and the two male judges there, and they turn the Mickey off themselves watching him.
Fuck's sake.
It was a very good episode, man.
Good show. That whole I was actually watching it's gas because just recently in a few podcasts, like I've said that fucking South Park keep making good points about a lot of the stuff that we're talking about now, you know. Yeah. You would say like, it's only South Park, whatever, but they make good fucking points, like they're clever with it. And I was listening to one of Joe Rogan's podcasts because Bill Burr was on it. I like him, he's gas cunt. But
he's a comedian, isn't he?
Yeah. He does a podcast himself. I've never actually listened to his podcast. Apparently it's just him on his own, and he just rants for an hour or something. I'd say it's good though, because he's gas, like. But he was saying the same thing, basically everything that I've said, like you've said, like that he didn't realise about a lot of stuff until he started watching South Park. That clued him in on a lot of shit, like.
Because they keep up with current affairs, like, constantly.
Big time.
Is it true that this is the last season, no? 22, season 22?
I don't know.
Russell says something about that.
I don't know. I think it's because...
Then again, like Russell said that he'd show up today as well. You can't trust the cunt, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They keep kind of ending each show with something really controversial and then putting hashtag cancel South Park on the screen.
Go ahead.
It's like they're just begging people to do it. So, I don't know. Great show though, man. I love the way they go about making their points, like, and taking the piss out of people.
That's why I prefer it over Family Guy, because they're straight to the point when they're slagging. Like, whereas I find that Family Guy kind of overcomplicate the joke, and you kind of have to find it yourself. You know, whereas South Park are just here. This is what's funny. You'll get it straight away the minute I open my mouth.
Yeah, I don't know, man. South Park are fucking gas though. Like, I've often watched episodes of it where it's like they'll be making a point, but they'll go this mad roundabout way of doing it, and you're watching it going like, this is mental. What the fuck kind of drugs were they smoking all when they wrote this episode? And then all of a sudden the point they're making becomes clear, and you're like, clever bastards.
Yeah.
Like,
The new season with Jeff Bezos, man, is fucking comical, man. It's very funny. The Amazon.
Jeff Bezos?
Jeff Bezos,
the owner of Amazon.
the richest man on the planet, man.
Oh, yeah, that one, yeah. Is he the richest man?
He's the richest man known
No
on the planet.
way.
130 billion or something.
More money than fucking P. Diddy and Milli Vanilli and all them bitches.
All them bitches, man. First person to do the moonwalk on the moon, too.
Bastard. Hate him for that. He passed out Bill Gates, did he?
Yep.
Man.
And
Amazon,
Carlos
boy.
Slim. Carlos Slim, I think, up until... Well, Bill Gates was last year. Carlos Slim then was before that for 3 years or something. That Mexican geezer.
What year was it, Mikey? 4 years ago. You were richest 4 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Spent a few quid out of your mattress then. Just left it slip. He don't care though about titles, Mikey.
Nah, it's a fucking...
Just as long as he still has his
He
chief executive
he
producer title.
Yeah. He even makes a point of fucking letting people know that he's the same as everybody else.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? He's just like one of... I'm
a
just
bit
like one of
taller.
you, like. Just 6'4".
Yeah.
Langer, you'd kill the milkman for.
Roaring red hair he has then.
Yeah.
He does.
Just like Keith Lemon.
Exactly.
What is going on with this? Like
It is.
Keith Lemon trolls Paddy McGuinness with topless Instagram post. I seen something about this. Paddy McGuinness is after going away and getting in shape, did he?
Yeah, look at that.
He's not looking too bad, no fairness to him,
Great
Paddy.
cheese after those abs.
Yeah, and so what? He posted his before and after
Yeah.
on Insta, is it?
Yeah, and look at this.
Keith Lemon's after losing a
Keith
bit
Lemon
of
then took the piss. I think that Keith Lemon just took those pictures one after the other, like, didn't he?
Yeah, and just held in his stomach.
Just, pushed out his belly and then sucked it in. I saw actually on Facebook, I saw this earlier and I just went into the comments to see like what it was about. A lot of people don't like Keith Lemon.
Yeah.
All the comments were like, fuck that prick, can't
Yeah,
stand
yeah,
him, blah, blah, blah.
A lot of that now would come from fucking Bo Selecta as well, because Bo Selecta is an acquired taste. I liked it, but I've come
Yeah.
across a lot of people that didn't like it.
People are going on about as well how like he's so weird, like they were like, where's the Lee Francis gone, like, do you know?
Lee Francis is gone. He's dead, man. He's
he
buried
just
in all
became Keith Lemon,
Yeah,
like, and
he's
he seems to be living in that character all the time now,
all the
like.
time, yeah.
A lot of people don't realise the fucking Keith Lemon is a character that he plays, like.
Yeah.
Might as well not be now. It's so weird though, man, because even his accent, he puts on that accent, like.
But he's Yorkshire, like he's from Yorkshire. He's from Sheffield, I think.
Keith Lemon.
Yeah.
Tell some Leeds. No?
Oh, you Leeds, yeah. Well, it's up around the same. He is in all Leeds, yeah.
But that accent that he puts on is not his accent, like, when
No.
he's doing Keith Lemon.
No, it's not. It's close enough to it, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's really exaggerated to fuck though, like, isn't it?
Yeah,
With
yeah.
Keith Lemon. Keith and all
Keith,
that. So
yeah.
Keith your teeth and all.
And he never says the word "the."
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm on tube. We're getting on tube.
Yeah. Going down road to shop. Whatever the
Go and
fuck.
sit shop. I used to live with a
Shop.
fella in Mildura that was from Rotherham, by Sheffield, and he was talked exactly the same.
Gino the Campo's from there as well, isn't he?
Oh, he's from Sheffield, yeah. Que schifo. He's a gas cunt, man. That Gino, he's a funny fucker.
I'm telling you, man, still one of the funniest things ever was when he said,
My
me and my wife, we do a 71. And they're like, what's a 71? It's like, you know, a 69, but with 2 fingers in her asshole. I couldn't believe he was saying this about his fucking wife, like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh, I knew this girl one time, I won't say her name. It was like, no, my wife.
What did he say to Holly one day? He was on this morning, he was making a carbonara with the pancetta.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, and Holly was like, you know, if this was made with ham, it'd be closer to a British carbonara. And he just looked at her with a deadpan look and said, and if my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike.
What is he trying to say? Fuck's sake.
And Holly then was in the jungle. The other English one that had to replace her. She was on this morning while she was in the jungle. While Holly was in the jungle, and Gina was on it. And he was making bolognese, meatballs and bolognese, and she was saying that she liked salad cream in it, and he just fucking went off on one, man.
Yeah.
He's like, que schifo. They tell him for disgusting, que schifo. And then he just
Fangulo.
fanculo, and he just went ape shit.
Fuck's sake.
Why
Why
the
the
fuck?
fuck?
Why the fuck?
to put that in?
No, salad cream, like.
Fuck that. Oh, I don't know, man.
What about? I know you like. I'm saying this more for Mikey's benefit, but because he'd have more of an interest in it. But what about Man United winning their last fucking 5 games?
Oh, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Solskjaer, yeah. Ole Gunnar
I have
Solskjaer.
no idea what the fuck he just said.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Remember, he used to
Mikey's
play for
speaking in
United.
tongues up in this bitch.
He used to play for United years ago, but now he's after taking over. Jose Mourinho's gone, and they're after winning the last 5 games in a row.
United are.
United,
Yeah.
Manchester United.
Yeah, I have no idea who all those people are. I know of all the names.
Manchester United is a team, not a person.
Do you know this Pogba person?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's a player, isn't he?
Yeah.
for ages, I just assumed that he was a manager for some reason.
No,
I heard an awful lot of talk about Pogba this and Pogba that. And
There was talks a couple of years ago. I remember sharing it on Facebook. Before he transferred from Juventus to United, and there was talks about it for ages. And this one put up a yoke on Facebook saying, just our status saying, women find out everything, end of. And a fella commented underneath it, is Pogba going to go to United or what?
Find that out for me there, will you? Lose your women's intuition.
Or whatever the skank equivalent of women's intuition is. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We touching a nerve? Welcome to the Celtic Crag podcast.
Remix.
Fuck them all.
Yeah. As I was saying a while ago, man, we're definitely going to end up getting banned off the internet at some
We're not the
stage.
fuck.
Yeah,
Doing
at
Alex
some
Jones.
stage. Too many of them snowflake bitches. Yeah, like Alex Jones got banned off everything, like.
Who is
So
Alex
if it can happen
Jones?
to him, like king of the conspiracy theories,
Yeah.
Mikey
Oh
loves
man,
him.
but he's fucking. He's a threat to fucking people that are hiding secrets. We're not really.
Yeah,
like.
but you know the way everything's gone so PC now. You can't say this word, you can't say that word. We say all
I'll
those
burn them
words.
all out of it.
We
Every
joke,
one of
we
them.
joke about all the things you're not supposed to joke about.
Putting
It's only a
chemicals
matter-
in the water that turns the frickin' frogs gay.
Yeah, that's Alex Jones. Well, that was Mikey doing his impression of Alex Jones.
Alex Jones, is that not the computer yoke? Alex Jones, put on the kettle. Oh, that's Alexia.
For fuck's sake, Alex Jones. Yeah, I got one of those Alexas, man. It's turned off. I
Yeah,
don't
man.
trust it.
Told you that, man. They're
I
listening
don't
into you,
trust
man.
anything. They're listening to me on my phone anyway. That's all I
Whole
want.
fucking lot, man. They'll never watch this. Oh, that's him, is it? I've seen him before.
Yeah, he's a fucking whack job. Like, the fucked up thing about him is though, a lot of the shit that he talks about is actually true. Like, he
Yeah.
comes out with some outlandish shit, and he's so animated in, and he's roaring and screaming, Johnny's sweating and everything.
Has he-
He's like, I'm telling you, these people, the elites of the society, they're organising these paedophile rings, and they're molesting children, blah blah blah, and it all comes out in the fucking paper that
Funny you say that.
that it's real. Like, fucking, he's come up with some mad shit. Like, in fairness, it's amazing he hasn't been taken out by now, because he has exposed a lot of fuckers, hasn't he?
Did you see, like recently, like you see him there now, he kind of like fake cries and stuff, and it doesn't seem real at all.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of acting.
He's
He's
fake.
pure,
Yeah.
pure licks Donald Trump's hole every time.
Oh,
So-
He
yeah,
does,
yeah.
this fella.
Oh, yeah.
So why the fuck would he
Yeah.
get banned when fucking Donald Trump fucking owns everything they cunt?
I don't know, man. It's weird. I don't like. I just saw all this shit. Like, he has been deplatformed. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, they kicked him off every social media platform, YouTube, everything. Like, that's so
And
weird.
is that him banned? Like he can't just come back on as like on a different account or whatever. Like himself is actually
Yeah,
banned.
I think it's him. Like, yeah, it's weird. Like, do you know? Like, how the fuck can they do that to someone? Like, what happens though if he just cost a fucking fortune?
And what
though?
is he?
If
Like a
just had
television
his-
host or
Just like, it's basically like a podcast he does, like his own internet show on YouTube mostly, isn't it? But like, I wonder if he just had his own website and he uploaded his own content onto his own website. Would the fucking, he needs serious server space though, that's the only thing.
Yeah,
Like.
he would, yeah.
But they'd probably, he's probably just not allowed on there. Like,
American
remember that
geezer.
fucker? Like, remember that fella with the pug, and he was saying like Sieg Heil.
Oh, Count Dankula.
Mikey knows them all.
Is that his name?
Dankula, yeah.
I know. But he taught a pug to just do a Nazi salute. It wasn't even a Nazi salute. He just stuck his fucking paw out whenever your man said Sieg Heil or whatever. Was it Sieg Heil? Yeah, I think so. But yeah, like, and they fucking came to his house and arrested him for putting that video online. Because they've all this shit now, like with hate speech and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. But that's to do with like freedom of speech though. I know that was a horrible thing to do, but I mean, like, he's freedom to say what he wants.
Yeah.
You should have freedom of speech on the internet and at home. And it should be up to YouTube to ban the video if people don't like it, and that's that. Like, but like taking into law and into the courts is wrong in my opinion.
It's so
You're
weird,
trying
man.
to get a handy few quid off someone, like.
It's so weird that you could put up a fucking video and then they knock at your door and arrest you, like. Especially when, like, there wasn't even anyone else in the video. He didn't hurt anyone or anything like that. Like, he's just acting a fool.
So people remember they did the, do you remember the Greenwich Tower? Was this, you know,
when that fire there.
Someone put up a video there after that, like, of a cardboard one with little paper people, and it was all on fire and everything. Like, and it was very distasteful. Like, it was banned, but they're talking about bringing the fellas to court for that. Like, there's no point in doing that.
No.
Yeah.
Just ban it. Take it off the YouTube or wherever the fuck it was on, and just leave it at that. Like, there's no need to.
You're trying to fucking set an example, but if you fucking put everybody into prison for doing something stupid and small like that, man, there'd be nobody left on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Might as
Yeah,
well
I dunno,
bring back
it's
the
a weird
fucking
one.
death penalty and just kill them all. Like.
Like, that was a weird one, though, wasn't it? Like, they fucking made like an effigy, or was it effigy or effigy? Effigy. It's made basically like a little effigy of the fucking towers and burnt them, and they were all standing around laughing. Like,
I mean, like, I'm a sick bastard myself, but I wouldn't find that fucking funny. Like,
not when it's something real like that. Like,
no, I mean, like, yeah.
Then again, though, maybe it was just a case of it was too soon, like, because people take the piss now about 9/11, like, and that was fucking horrific as well, like. Yeah. So
and then people, I mean, like, but you see, people started taking the piss out of that before fucking snowflakes were even fucking born, before anybody was concerned about snowflakes and fucking sensitive pricks.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know.
That's why it's easy to get away with it now. But, like, say, for example, if something happened in the morning and you took the piss out of it, there's a good chance the fucking squad are going to knock at your door and you're going to get locked up for it.
You never know, yeah. Because they've brought in all these new laws about hate speech and all this shit, like.
I wonder if there's enough tampons in the world for all the pussies, though. I was thinking about that today.
Never. And do you know what's a weird one as well, though? It's a law in Ireland now, only in recent years as well, like, that you can get locked up for a long time for threatening to kill someone. Like, if I said to you, I'm going to fucking kill you, you can get locked up for a few years for that, like. Do you know what I mean? Just words, like, you didn't actually do anything.
I don't think that would actually happen here, though.
It has happened. I know of it happening a few times. I've heard.
I suppose if they're locking fucking old fellas up for fucking fishing without a fishing license.
Yeah, and locking old women up for no fucking TV license. Do you know? It's fucking Jesus Christ. But yeah, it's weird though, like, that just saying something like can get you locked up. We're fucked.
Do you reckon we'll get locked up together? We'll move the fucking podcast up to Limerick prison altogether, will we?
Yeah, we'll sneak in a phone at least. And you'll be able to just do the podcast. Will you come and visit us, Mikey, and work the cameras? Although they might lock you up as well now, Mikey.
Nah, the fuck.
You're an accessory.
Diplomatic immunity.
Yeah.
He's from a different state. Yeah. Kind of.
No, the place he's from is a state. It's in a state. That's where we're getting mixed up.
Ouch.
Mikey's not from an estate. So yeah, boys, what the fuck? Like, how was your 2018 anyway? Looking back, happy enough with it.
I thought it was going to be with my year, but sure, fuck, I had my ups and downs. But sure, look, all I can do is make amends, really. And hopefully 2009. See, I'm in search now for my personal legend.
Yeah.
And 2019, hopefully it'll be my year. If not, it might extend to 2020 or 2021.
I reckon we'll get it done in 2019 though. I reckon you'll have it all locked down by the end of the year.
I tell you, man, either locked down or locked up.
Yeah,
because that's the way things are going. Yeah,
as long as it's on lock.
Yeah,
fucking.
As long as it's lock is in the phrase.
Yeah,
should be all right. Lock down or lock up.
Yeah, no, I think fucking 2018 anyway was a good year for me. Like, fuck, because like it was kind of like when things started turning around, as in the year, probably the year or 2 years before that. Was like, they want to be a little whiny bitch, but it was stressful now by like Irish life standards, you know. There wasn't like fucking there are people out there who actually have real problems, so I don't like complaining about shit, but you know, just buying a house and all that bollocks and working on the house and being stressed about money and blah blah blah, but nothing too serious, like. But in the last year that all calmed down, started kind of getting back to a normality again. So it's all good.
That's something I don't like to think about. It's something I'm probably gonna. I'm more than likely gonna do in the near future. But it's anytime I think about it, it makes me worry.
Which
buying a house, having kids. I
wouldn't blame you for worrying, man. Jesus Christ, like the way things are now. But it has to change. Like, I reckon there's a big crash coming, kid. Keep saving your money. Everyone's saying there is. Like, everyone's saying there's going to be another fucking global economic crash. So
the yellow vest protests are still going in Paris, like, you know, even today again, like, so.
It's madness over there, like, absolute madness. But a bit of that is needed, I think. But yeah, fucking, like, if a crash does happen again, if you had money put aside, straight in there and buy a place. Handy. If you had money at all during the last one, man, there was apartments being sold in Limerick
for 25 grand.
25 grand.
Saying that, and there were nice ones as well. They were by the Strand Hotel.
Yeah, there was loads of them all over the place. There was ones there that I was looking at, like 2 and 3 bedroom, nice modern apartments going for like 39, 40 grand. Yeah. And like, if you go to buy the same ones now, they're probably 3 or 4 times that price. Like, it's crazy. Like, makes me laugh when they say like that property prices have increased by 6%, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Looking at apartments there that were 40 grand about 2 years ago, now they're about 160. Where's your 7%? Like, it's madness.
I think there's a fucking disgrace what you allow landlords to fucking charge now.
Oh,
They've
man,
been going on
the
and on
rent.
and on about how dear it is, but they've done nothing about it
Yeah.
like, at all.
They keep talking about, like, they brought in one little measure, all right, where a landlord has to wait 5 years or something before he can increase the rent or some shit like that. I don't know. It's crazy, like.
I thought it was every 2 years, no?
Is it? I thought it was 5, I don't know.
2, as far as I
rent-
know. My rent just recently went up last month.
Man, I know people like...
700 to 850.
Yeah. I know people like living near me who were paying like 600 a month or something, and then they were just told it was 950 all of a sudden.
Fucking
Privately owned, yeah.
From now on, it's 950. Like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
It's a
No
joke.
notice or anything.
Yeah,
like,
There's a girl I know, a Polish girl, she was paying 800 and it went up to 1200.
yeah, I've heard people
400.
like online saying that their rent went up 500 or 600 quid and all that crack. Like, that's madness. Like,
All privately owned though, you couldn't do that
Yeah.
like if you're the company. It was all private ones, they can fucking up it to whatever they want. And you know what? They'll get it too.
yeah,
They'll get it because the price of rent is gone fucking chaotic. And
it's madness now.
it's only going to go down again like if that crash does happen.
Buy yourself a caravan and fuck them all.
Fuck them on, is right.
That's
yeah.
what I'd do something like that, man. If I was like
The only
younger
thing
and
about having a
single
caravan,
and
they
all
don't
now-
want us around. They don't want us around.
The Gardaí will come on and move you on.
Go, move, shift.
Yeah, it's all you hear, innit?
You lower the price of property.
Yeah, but if I was
You and
like,
your suitcase generator, fuck off, they told me.
I didn't see that in years. This one, Whampa! The boys driving around the fucking roundabout all day.
The English came over and robbed my teeth.
Yeah, man, I'd fucking, if I was, say, young, free and single now and hadn't bought a house already or any of that, I would just be looking at building a little cabin or something like that. Just one of the lads I know building one himself completely from scratch.
Yeah, out in his
Building
parents'
like
backyard.
a wooden cabin, like, it's completely, it's going to cost him like probably fucking nothing. He got all the wood for free, like, he
10
got
grand
the
max.
windows, everything, like, won't even cost him that. He got nearly everything. He got like a cooker from someone, and someone gave him a fridge, all this kind of shit. Like, he's not being fussy about it. Like, he's just putting it together. But it looks like a nice little cabin.
Have
Like,
you seen it, yeah? It's on his
Yeah,
parents'
yeah.
land, isn't it?
Yeah.
On his parents' backyard or something.
yeah, kind of to the side. Like, they have a good bit of land. Like, but if you have a space to put it at all, like, just do it. No rent then for the rest of your life. No mortgage, nothing. Yeah, probably
you
not
think
for
though,
the
if
rest of
you
your
make
life,
it-
but for
yeah.
a few years anyway. I
Would it
suppose.
be a place to fucking raise a child? Like?
That's what I was just thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm
maybe
assuming
for
this is
a
only a
few
one
years.
bedroom place he's making. Like it's
Yeah.
probably even like a fucking bedroom, come fucking kitchen area, come bathroom, whatever.
It's proper like fucking.
How big is it?
Oh Jesus! I would say it's probably about the bones of 30 feet by 20, something like that. So
I suppose not too
grand,
bad,
like
no?
his big sitting room and kitchen area, and then a big bathroom and a big double bedroom.
Is it plumbed up and everything? Yeah.
I don't know how far he's got with it now. It wasn't the last time I saw it, but
He's not living in it, like, is he?
not yet. I don't think. No. Great idea, though, man. I would do something like that. No bother.
I don't know how safe I'd feel living in something made out of timber, though.
Probably have weather glazed doors and all on it, though. Like, you know. But sure, like that's.
I mean, like, fucking. I know the weather glazed doors won't burn, but the timber will burn if the rest of the house is made out of timber. Like.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're grand, lads. The doors and the windows are still there. We're grand.
I don't know. Actually,
The bed and
no,
the
but
children are gone, but sure, fuck it. The windows are down. We'll be
Yeah.
alright. Say nothing to no one.
I wasn't thinking about fire. No.
Oh, man, I'm just anything at all comes into my mind. I'm like, all right, so what can go wrong?
Yeah.
What can go wrong? And more often than not, then I don't do that thing,
Yeah.
no matter what it is.
You're looking for a reason not to do it.
Exactly. Go down to the shop. You might meet someone new, and you look like shit. Well, do yourself up. I'm too lazy. Fuck it. I'll starve.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I've got some Tide Pods underneath the fucking press. I'll be grand.
Fuck's sake. Did you see that that fucking picture actually that I shared on the podcast page a few weeks ago? That massive high resolution image, 360-degree photo.
Yeah.
Man.
The one in China?
Yeah.
Mm.
It was of Shanghai, wasn't it?
Shanghai,
Taken
yeah.
from the top of a tower with a 360-degree camera. It's something like was it like a 16 billion megapixel photo or something like that? Oh, lads, it's seriously freaky.
You could zoom into reflections on fellas' glasses and everything.
It's
Sunglasses.
fucking madness. Like, you could zoom like when you look at the photo first, you can see something way off in the distance, and you can zoom right into it and see people's faces and everything. Like, it's fucking sick that they have that kind of technology. Like they could definitely have drones flying around up there with like way up high that you can't even see, like with that kind of camera, and they could just zoom straight and see exactly. They could probably read what you're texting on your phone. Like,
Yeah.
It's insane when you go on. It's on bigpixel.cn for China, I suppose.
CN, yeah.
Big Pixel. They've a lot of different ones on there, like they've all shots of different places, different cities and whatever, like. But the fucking definition.
That Chinese economy, man, is fucking, it's going to take over the planet.
Yeah. They've been, for years, they've been buying up all the natural resources on the planet, like, and stockpiling them. Do you know, like, that in Australia, like, most of the mines,
copper,
all the mines, like, have been bought up by Chinese companies and whatever. And it's like they're mining, say, the likes of coal, and they're just filling containers with it. And they've made all these like underground tunnels around China so they can just stockpile all the stuff under the ground. And they were running out of space, like, so they've started like bringing them out just off the coast of China and dropping them in the water, like until it just hits the floor, like, so they can go and pull them out whenever they need them, like. But they're just stockpiling all this shit. They've been controlling the price of everything as well, like the price of copper, the price of lead, the price of tin, aluminium, all of this stuff. Like, it's all like for a while they'll start buying all of the copper. They'll just like, we want copper, and they'll stockpile a load of copper, and then the price of copper goes up because there's a big demand for it, and then they'll decide they're moving on to something else, so that there's a crash in the price of copper. They're controlling the whole fucking thing, like.
They've got their head around business, all right, haven't they?
It's going to get to the stage where there's no natural resources left on the planet except for China. China has it all then. And then China's going to be like, you remember I used to work for 50p a day? Now you fucked.
Yeah.
That's it then.
No one fuck with a buck
We
Lulu.
do superpower. Imagine that. All the rest of the world begging the Chinese, come on, just give us a copper pipe.
What about that prank I sent you on the other day? I caught one of the boys with it. Did you go into it?
Baklao.
Yeah, it's very good, man.
That's what we have to start doing on this show. Prank calls. You have to start doing them, man. But we'd have to set it up so that like listeners or whatever would send us in someone's details to contact them or whatever.
So we can get away with it.
Yeah, but even
so we can't be taken to court and taken for everything we have. They're going to get a bottle of whiskey. It's about it.
No, we'd have to ask them at the end, obviously, if we could use it. Like, but you can't just be like pick a random person and ring them, then they don't answer. We're all here trying to fucking do a podcast, like in the,
It's not something you can do during a podcast, though, is it?
That would be like like I said, if someone said, "No, here's my cousin Jimmy. He's a plumber, and he worked in a house in Garryowen last week." Do you know what I mean?
Oh, you can
ring him. So I can ring him. So how's it going? You were working in my house there last week in Garryowen. They're like, oh yeah, the place is fucking flooded, man. Do you know, you're after destroying my house or whatever. Like, so that
they'd obviously know the owner though. They'd be fucking dealing with the owner type of thing, you know what I mean?
But they're gonna recognize. They're gonna know what he sounds like a week later on the phone. Like, come on, no, you should know. You should know these things.
It's throwing up your Garryowen accent, like.
Well, what's the story?
That's the one.
That's not the way Garryowen people talk. Cheeky bastards.
Garryowen, cuz.
Garryowen is the spot. Yeah. Crack calls, I think we'll call that segment.
Crack calls is a good name for it, alright.
Crack calls, yeah. In America, I like to call them crank calls.
Crank.
Fuck, does that mean? Crack call as well.
We're all getting crunk.
Yeah.
That's American for drunk, by the way. Crunk. It is, isn't it?
Crunk is a type of music, isn't it?
Yeah, crunk is kind of like just getting crunked up in this bitch, you know? Like getting
John.
hyped up.
Fuck off.
Kind of, like hyper, Craig David.
That's
like
bullshit.
That kind of thing.
That is pure bullshit.
It is like, get crunked.
Don't tell me what I already know.
Get crunked up. So they're hardly saying get drunked up. Do you know what I mean? Get crunked. Yeah, that kind of thing. Mikey would know more than me now. Mikey's big into the hip hop culture, do you know?
Yeah. With the hipping and the hopping and the bipping and the bopping.
Yeah. Was it you or the Rubber Bandits to show Ice Cube the proper way to swing a hurley?
I don't know about that, no.
Nah.
He never got the hang of it. He was using the wrong end of it.
He thought it was a fucking sign-off.
Ice Cube.
You're saying, is this how you use it? You're trying to shoot someone with it.
Yeah.
No, Ice Cube, you silly boy.
It's a bit racialist, isn't it? Bit racialist.
A small bit, yeah. Anyway, topics.
What topics have you, Jude?
Woman in a coma for 10 years gives birth. Have you got that up, Mikey?
I saw that story. A woman had been in a coma for 10 years and she just recently gave birth to a child. How did she give birth? Like,
the man was obviously raped.
I know, but I'm saying, how did she actually give birth? Was it a vaginal birth? Or was it like, did they have to go in and do a C-section?
I don't know.
You would imagine, like, she was hardly in a coma actually pushing a child out. Like,
yeah. So like if she was still in the coma, it was more than likely a C-section.
Fucking hell, man.
In a vegetative state, huh? He must have
Imagine
been a
if
vegan.
she wakes up, like, they'd be like, hi, you've been asleep for 10 years. She's like, what? We're like, yeah, here's your child. She's going to be seriously confused, man.
Yeah.
Bad enough waking up after a few years.
Where's the father? I want maintenance.
But yeah,
I want to get to know him too.
some little bastard, like, working in the hospital, I suppose. Obviously.
Yeah. That like that scene in, what was it? Kill Bill. Where she was in a coma and the boy, one of the male nurses was charging people to ride her. My name is Buck and I'm here to fuck. He was up on top of her then, she woke up and then she's there biting his tongue. Your man screaming, she rips the tongue out of his mouth.
Fuck, I didn't even remember that.
Yeah. Then Buck got fucked.
Good job for him. Good enough for him. So yeah, like, does it say, Mikey, what happened? Like, was it,
They're not commenting on it yet.
So she just mysteriously got pregnant.
They're afraid they might get locked up.
No one knows who fucking got her pregnant. That's so
spokeswoman
weird.
for the Hashin is the place she was staying. So the business has an outstanding reputation providing high quality specialist cares for our patients.
I wonder does she have like a husband or a boyfriend or something that was visiting her?
Hardly.
I don't know.
Still fucked up though, even if it was her own boyfriend or husband, like, do you know what I mean? It's only fucked up if it's a woman though, isn't it? Like, if I was in a coma now and my missus was giving me one, I wouldn't give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? Would any of you give a fuck?
I'd be shocked if she was able to fucking get a horn out of me. Like.
Yeah. Sure.
Like, well done, love. I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
So there was a teacher up in Dublin in a really, like, she was a 9 out of 10, like, she was a gorgeous looking woman. She was caught like having sex with a 15-year-old young fella.
My man.
Could you imagine what that young fella's father was like? Oh, fair play to you, son. Fair play.
Yeah.
If it was the other way around, man, it would have been a very serious fucking issue if it was the other way around, like, you know.
It is, like, it
always is. Young fella, like.
Kind of rightly so, I suppose. Like,
there's
a big difference between young lads and young girls, in fairness.
Yeah.
Even though young girls are more mature than young lads, but still, when it comes to anything sexual, like, it's like young boys are just mad for it. Like,
we're out there to protect the women. The men are seen as being able to protect themselves, which they can't. Not at that age.
They don't want it, though. Like, if you were 15, man, you had a good-looking teacher, and she was like, "Come on," you'd be like, "Fuck yeah."
Yeah.
Do you know? Pure horny little bastard at that age then as well, like. If you're loving it, like.
Hormones.
Well, she should have known as well, like. Obviously she was like, you better keep this a secret. She's a 15-year-old kid. The first thing I would have done was brag to my friends.
Yeah.
Straight away. You'll never guess what I'm after doing, boys.
Maybe all over Snapchat.
Here's the pictures to prove it.
Yeah.
I'd have that house rigged up big time, man.
Fuck's sake. Yeah. Yeah, there's a big difference there, alright. But that's mad, no. I'd love to know how the fuck that woman ended up getting pregnant in a coma, like. So weird. So very strange.
Weird, yeah. And you brought it up this a while ago as well, yeah. I don't think we spoke about it before, but Sacha Baron Cohen exposes a paedophile ring.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't bring that up, but I meant to.
You mentioned a paedophile ring a while ago, and that's what I was writing down.
Yeah. I saw that actually. Yeah, I saw.
He's a new character, some Italian character or something, and he was interviewing fellas, and I don't know how it happened, but he's apparently there's a paedophile ring that he's.
What he was saying, I saw the interview. Or I saw like the transcript from the interview or something where he said he arrived in, was it LA? Got the transcript
right here, buddy.
Got a transcript. He said he wanted to blank her blank with his blank.
I'm Chris Hansen.
But
just take a seat. Have a seat.
Apparently what happened was he booked into some hotel somewhere as this character or whatever, and he was trying to set up an interview with someone. And while he was there, he was talking to like the concierge or whatever at the hotel, and he said like. He started questioning him just to see how far he could push it. He was like, so, do you know, where can you party around here? Do you know, what about,
oh, that's right, yeah.
What about if I need a date? Like, can you hook me up? And he's like, no problem, sir. I can get you anything you want and all this. Like, he was like, anything I want. And he kept kind of pushing it more and more. And eventually he said to him, what about if I want some boys? And he was like, oh, I can get you boys, no problem. And he was like, yeah, but young boys. And he was like, how young are we talking? And he said, like, younger than 15. He was like, no problem. I can put you in touch with someone who can organise that for you.
Yeah, I remember reading that as well.
So he just said, like, fuck me. So he left it out of the show and everything, like, I think he had the whole thing recorded, didn't he? And he just turned it over to the FBI or the police or something. Didn't bother putting it in the show.
But so you see, not like this was not a while back, maybe about a month ago or something, but I've heard nothing from it since. Yeah. So nothing has come about it.
I only heard about that yesterday.
Did you?
I just saw it on like
about
YouTube or something.
Well, I remember reading about it there about 2 weeks ago. So I'm assuming it was at least a month ago. He started interviewing your man.
Yeah, maybe he couldn't talk about it, I suppose, or some shit.
But I'm just saying, like, if it was a massive problem and people were hugely concerned about it, you'd hear more and more about it, about how like, are these people getting locked up? Have they caught anyone for it? But you've heard nothing of it, like, so maybe they're trying to fucking protect these people.
That seems to be the way always with these fucking things, isn't it?
Money,
like,
no?
Yeah, it's always like kind of swept under the rug with these. They don't want it getting out, especially in America. It's like, oh, we don't want the public knowing about this and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, there's a lot of that shit going on, man. Same with even, there was a show on there recently about a lot of lads that were doing that in the UK. It was a true story where this social worker one got involved and she wouldn't leave it go. She was going to everyone about it and she was like, these young girls are being molested by these older men. Like, they were basically like trafficking these girls and passing them around and all this, like. And everyone she went to was just like, oh, we don't want to get involved there now, you know, that's kind of
yeah.
And she was just like, I can't fucking believe this.
People, like, even the people who aren't involved, that they know about it.
Yeah, there's people like who were like other social workers and local counsellors and the police and all that, like, and they were all just kind of like fobbing her off, like, she wouldn't leave a go, like, until she got these boys arrested, like. But it's fucking weird, people's reaction to that kind of shit. They just don't want to get involved with it at all. Fuck that. Line them up by and hand me a shotgun.
Yeah.
I get involved. No bother.
Involved is right, yeah.
Pop, pop, pop. There he is now. Sacha Baron Cohen discovered possible paedophile ring while taping comedy series.
I wonder if we'll ever see that comedy series, though.
How would you just...
what a legend of a man, though.
I'd say it's...
funny fucker.
Is it not his Who is America?
That's exactly it, yeah.
It says it there, yeah.
Yeah, that's the show, yeah.
Have you seen some of it before?
I've seen a good few of the episodes, yeah.
I've never seen any of them, no?
No.
Have you seen... Has he new characters in it?
Yeah, all new characters, yeah.
Go away.
Oh, man.
Surely.
Bodyguard villain.
I suppose there's a lot of prosthetics involved, though, because people know his face.
Yeah, some of them, yeah. But, like, yeah, he fucking, man, he got one fella. He was like, what would you call him? He was a politician anyway, like in America. Is that? No.
He looks like a white Obama, man. Doesn't he?
He's supposed to be like Israeli or something there, isn't he?
Yeah,
kind of military fella or whatever. But he was like, he got this fella to do some stupid shit, man, and a congressman, I think he was, or whatever.
Yeah.
But he got him to scream the N-word and everything, like. He was like, he ended up anyway having to fucking step down, resign from office and all this shit, like, over this, like. There's a lot of... I used to watch it.
With the head of the NRA, you know. He's telling them, hey, we should give guns to like 4-year-old kids to stop school shootings. And he made up a song like for the kids to learn, like, heads, shoulders, not the toes, not the toes.
And he had all these people singing the song and all, like congressmen and ex-congressmen.
Jude on the well job.
Yeah. But,
sorry.
What was it? Jude is spitting. But,
it's alright, we're not in camera, we're on the radio.
I just spat there, sorry love. Spat in your face there a small bit.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, what the fuck I was gonna say there now? He was saying to him like, oh, in my country we have a program called Kinderguardians, where we give guns to the little children, like, and the fucking politicians and the NRA lads were like, that's a great idea.
I was just gonna say it,
he was like,
the words right out of my mouth.
They were like, they haven't really developed the sense of right and wrong or anything, and they'd have no problem shooting someone at that age, so I think they're perfect to be given guns and all this. You're like, what the fuck? Like, these are supposedly well-educated professional adults, like, saying that they should give guns to 4 or 5-year-olds. Imagine it. Charlie pull the trigger and he's going to get blown on his arse anyway.
Is that another one of his characters? O.J. Simmons.
O.J. Simpleton. Story with him, is he dead now?
No, he's still alive.
In prison, though.
Is he in prison?
Yeah. He got locked. And nobody got locked up for then. He got locked up for robbing memorabilia, sports memorabilia.
Robbing his own stuff back, wasn't it?
Was it his own stuff?
Yeah, I think it was like...
He was diagnosed, I think, with some brain tumour or something, wasn't he, recently? I think
was
he?
Only
a finite amount of time left.
Don't we all?
Yeah. The trouble is, you think you have the time.
Yeah.
You do not.
Till one day Father Time taps you on the shoulder and says,
hey, motherfucker, come with me. No, put down those matches. You're not going to need matches. Not where you're going, buddy. There'll be plenty of fire.
No. Let's draw as well what Mikey pointed out. If you were ever watching this podcast on YouTube, turn on the subtitles for the crack.
Fuck off.
Watch YouTube, try to make sense of what we're saying. In fairness, no, they kind of get me most of the time.
Yeah.
But the rest of you,
No,
Forget about it.
I'm going to try that now when I go home.
man, they're trying to fucking like follow along with what we're saying, and there's ridiculous random shit coming up on the screen.
Does it come up straight away, does it?
Yeah. Like as we're talking now, like
No,
the
but
subtitles will be on the screen. Like.
I'm just saying, like when you upload this video tonight,
Oh yeah.
I'd be able to watch it straight away with the subtitles.
Yeah.
Oh, man, nice.
It's not
man.
me, like it's fucking Google. It does
Google
the
that does it,
subtitles. So it tries to listen to what you're saying and put subtitles on the screen, but it gets it completely wrong.
For our Japanese listeners.
Yeah.
Hi, do you know what? Probably works out for the best anyway, man. You know?
Yeah.
Less chance of us getting locked up if they don't understand what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Talking about
Yeah. We need to
and things like that.
beat the old algorithm. It's mad how fucking how
Fuck 'em.
complex it's gone these days. But I wanted to actually have the stats here as well, just to show you like how many listeners we have in each country and all that. It's
Can you not
fucking
get
mad.
it up on the screen, no?
I'd have to go and log into shit and all that.
Will
I
you
must
do
get
it,
it.
do it next week. Just
Yeah,
have
I
it
must get
prepped
it.
before we come
I
out.
was trying to have it on the fucking on my tablet here, but it wouldn't let me fucking log in for some reason. I think I never use it, like, so I think the web browser is out of date or whatever, and it wouldn't let me fucking update it. I just threw it away again. But yeah, it's madness. Like the
What
countries,
the
like who be this fat boy? Man who weighs 50 stone sits naked playing video games. No way.
He's right too.
What else would he be doing? Like
But
he
that
weighs
is-
50 stone. He's not going anywhere.
Is that? I can't see no.
50 stones.
That's.
What?
Is that his leg coming around?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man!
Fuck me. His leg. He's sitting down
Surely he's the heaviest
with his
man on the
legs out
planet.
in front of him, and his belly is reaching all the way down to his feet.
How is he still alive?
Motherfucker. That is, we are dealing with somebody who has absolutely no life. Remember that?
South Park again, yeah.
He just sat in his basement all day
Yeah,
playing
man like
video
that, playing
games.
the video game, like-
Wiping Cheetos onto his wife beater.
Yeah. Or flicking them off, flicking the potato chips.
For fuck's sake. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Do you know what I actually saw?
Randy couldn't kill him then because he was just a noob.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what I seen there? I seen it or I saw it, whatever way you want
That
to
is to say, I saw it.
That is to say, I have seen it.
I saw it.
Someone, I don't know who it was, but someone was given the go-ahead to start research into resurrecting the dead using stem cells.
Yort.
Did you see anything about that, Mikey? No. Resurrecting the dead using stem cells. How in the name of...
Do it. Do it the
fuck?
fuck, man. Everything we're more
I
and
know.
more advanced we're getting. We're not. It's impossible for us to go behind. Like, till then we were only going forward. So fuck it. Leave it happen to fuck.
Don't know about resurrecting the dead, though, man. People have to die.
So
If
Now,
there
people
was a
have to
pill...
die, all right, yeah, but only if they deserve to die or if they want to die.
If there was a pill that you could take that would give you immortality, you're just going to live forever, would you take it?
No.
If I couldn't age, if I didn't, if it made me
Yeah.
still look the same, I don't know. But if you couldn't die, yeah, it'd be like fucking stuck in limbo. It'd be like stuck in hell or whatever, wouldn't it?
It would make... Like, I had this conversation with someone
Imagine
recently,
that.
and they were like,
Imagine being depressed off your head and you can't kill yourself.
Boys, look at him.
I seen him.
A fucking money spider. Search his pockets. Sorry, lads. Another spider just dropped down from the ceiling. Where'll I put him?
That's Charlotte. She's an awful whore, that one.
Get out there, Charlotte. Get off the table. Get...
You're mortifying me in front of the boys.
We're doing a live podcast and you're being
kill
unreasonable
it.
now. Look, I'm trying not to kill it, but it won't get off my hand now.
I thought you would have sensed he was coming with your spider senses
did.
before he dropped down. Nah, he was there right beside you.
He was right
He
beside
was there
me.
for
and
half an hour.
You saw me looking at him.
Look, I got him before he could do any damage to me, right?
He was dangling there for half an hour before you noticed him.
He
Like.
was rubbing his Mickey all over your face.
Shot his web all over me.
The boys above in the corner there, look at them all. Like, I bet you won't do it.
Man,
They were saying, I bet you won't do it. Watch this,
No
boys.
spiders up there.
Watch this, boys. He didn't even know I'm rubbing my cock off his lips.
Spider perv. Swinging penises in your eyes.
Dropping the hand.
Can he come on your face? Yeah, he can. You won't even know.
Because he has 8 Mickeys.
8 times. Yeah, isn't it weird that a spider has 8 penises? Or, to give it a technical term, peni.
Peni.
Penises. Yeah, but fucking hell anyway.
Anyway, what about
if you could take a
9/11?
tablet, if you could take a tablet to live forever, you wouldn't do it, no?
I don't know. It's hard,
No,
question.
Mikey
man.
wouldn't anyway.
Absolutely not.
I had this conversation with someone recently. They were like, "Yeah, 100%, I would take that tablet."
Saying that though,
Why
I
would you want to die?
wouldn't like to die tomorrow though. I would like to live till about
Yeah.
80 years of age.
Yeah.
At least 80.
Well, come here now. The world's not going to last forever anyway.
It's not going to last
You're
forever.
going to be here when the earth turns into a ball of fire. Like, so do you want to wait on for that?
Yeah.
I don't mind as long as I have my peace.
I don't know, but it's
I
like...
have my peace, my Brennan's, I'm grand, cup of tea at night. I might not be able to devote myself full time to the old immortality, but...
I don't know, man.
Can't wait to see what that comes up like on the fucking subtitles.
Yeah. You'd end up doing absolutely fuck all with yourself if you knew you had forever to do it.
Get out of bed in the morning. Sure.
Even now, I'm a bastard for putting things off. I'm like, I'll do it during the week. I'll do it next week.
Yeah.
I'll do
Procrastinate,
it next week.
I'll do it tomorrow.
Imagine if you had forever, you'd be like, I could do it. I'll do that in 100 years' time or something.
Yeah.
Do you know, you talk about putting things on the long finger, like, and then everything would be completely pointless. There'd be no rush to ever do anything, and like, nothing, like,
But you wouldn't be worried about sitting down your arse and fucking developing a clog and it travelling to your heart because you're not going to die.
Yeah, exactly. So then you wouldn't be getting out doing shit with yourself.
Nah.
The fella sitting beside you there was going on about being able to upload your brain into a new computer when you die, like, you know.
Was he talking about that?
There's been talks about that for a long
They
time.
can fuck right off with that anyway. I can't see anyone managing that because they don't even know. You're talking about consciousness. They don't even know where your consciousness is.
Or it comes from.
They don't know where it is. Like, is it in your head even?
Do you think that there's just one consciousness and we're kind of like having Ariel and we're kind of tuned into it?
I don't know. That theory is out there, like
it's
that
weird,
there's just one universal consciousness and we are all just basically like receivers and we just tap into this consciousness and we're all
We are nothing
kind of like a
but
hive
grains
mind.
of sand. Isn't that what the Beatles said, Paul McCartney?
We are but grains of sand.
We are nothing but grains of sand.
It's bollocks. I'm not a grain of sand.
I'm a human being.
I'm a human being.
This could all be a simulation, Stooge.
What?
I could be part of a computer system.
Some crack, though, isn't it? In fairness.
This could be all a dream. Like,
best simulation I've ever had.
Yeah.
So you could be inside in a fucking bat with a thing plugged into your brain cell.
We could just not exist at all. Like, there's so many old theories floating around out there. Like, there's people that believe as well that there's like a god or like a creator or whatever, like, that's just dreaming all of this. Like, we're just in his dream. Like, and we think like that this is going on for a long, long time, but that's just going, you know, from our perspective. Like, for the fellow who's having a dream, he might only be asleep a small while. He just wake up someday and all gone. Crazy shit.
Jesus Christ.
I like it.
You know the way, like, we just
I like anything that makes me think. Anything that makes me think.
Anything that makes me think. Well, Mikey made me think a while ago when he just mentioned the word finite, because like it just made me think of infinite. And like this shit about the universe being infinite, that is the thing that really I cannot wrap my head around.
And
that,
it's just
like,
nobody can, man.
Because
nobody can.
Up until only a few years ago, they said the universe, there's a finite amount of matter in the universe, blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden it switched to the universe is infinite
and it's ever expanding,
and
as
it's
well.
expanding.
Yeah.
So if it's infinite, it takes up all the room that there possibly could be. So where the fuck is it expanding into? I heard Neil deGrasse Tyson try to explain that one day, and it still didn't really make sense.
Is there more room being made?
It's like it's stretching. It's not exactly expanding into outer space. It's stretching. Like, stretching to where though? Like, it has to go somewhere.
Clearly.
And not only clearly, around the outskirts or around.
Talking about Fridays. Lovely, beautiful piece of cod from Fridays. Man. Lovely battered sausage as well.
Yeah, Fridays.
Just want to give Fridays a shout out there because I get a free free fish and
Celtic
chip
Crack podcast.
Yeah.
Hashtag Fridays.
But the fucking universe is infinite. But then there's the multiverse theory as well, that like inside each black hole is probably another fucking universe, and that's also infinite. There are infinite amounts of infinite universes.
This is all theories though, like, because like nobody's ever been in a black hole and came back out to tell the story, because nothing can escape it, not even light.
Apparently not. No. Once you go over the old event horizon, no one knows what happens. It's just
I reckon there's a lot
theories.
A lot of weed, coke,
A lot of people.
strippers and cocaine.
Probably, yeah.
I wouldn't say there's proper 12 up there though.
Oh, there is. And like, if it's infinite, there's going to be a proper 9, proper 10, proper 11. There's going to be every variation of everything you could ever imagine. Yeah. Infinity, man, is a fucked up thing to try and get your head around. Like,
Chuck Norris counted to infinity twice.
Yeah.
You like that one, Mikey? Got a photograph of Mikey smiling.
Did you ever hear him talking about how the fella actually was on Joe Rogan's podcast, talking about Hawking energy? It's when a universe collapses on itself in a black hole, it actually releases energy. It explodes like at the end of its life. But they say that they're picking it up.
It creates new life as it ends its own life.
They pick up these waves of energy from the explosion, and they're happening all around our universe, and they're picking it up all the time. So they think that there's universes dying all around us, and they're picking up the energy coming out of that. They reckon that energy actually manipulates itself to make a new universe again after that. So it's an infinite cycle going on all the time.
Even energy itself, man. Energy doesn't die, can't be destroyed.
Yeah.
Like when you
can't be created either.
Can't be created. That's like, how the fuck do you get your head around this shit?
It's an infinite loop, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where does your energy go when you die?
Yeah, that's like that one kind of fucked me up for a while before, because they say you can't die. Your energy, can. The phrase was energy can neither be created nor destroyed. Yeah. So it has to go somewhere, but like it can be converted. Like, do you know what I mean? So like if you start winding, if you start winding something like a fucking dynamo or whatever, and you start creating electricity, that's like kinetic energy from your arm is being transferred through the lever, and then it's creating blah blah blah. Yeah. So like when you die, it's mostly heat. Like the energy that you have in your body, like that heat will get transferred and
back into the ground.
Little fucking like fucking insects and shit will eat you, like, and they'll technically have some of your energy, and they'll go somewhere, like. But
or that new thing that they're doing now as well, and they're when people die, they put it into the pot or something, or mix it with some seeds or something, so you can actually they plant the seed and the seed turns into a tree, and then you are part of that tree or whatever. Yeah.
That's mad, isn't it?
Man,
I read that traveling at the speed of light, it would take 60,000 years for us to get to the middle of the galaxy that we're in. The speed of light is about 300,000 kilometers a second.
Yeah,
imagine that. Like, that's
just to get to the center of the galaxy we're in.
Yeah.
Galaxy now.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Milky Way.
I thought I was the center of the galaxy. Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck, Dan?
What they say, like, because
the galaxy is that big. I didn't.
Light years are always. What did you say it was a second?
300,000 kilometers a second. That's roughly what they think the speed.
A light year is the speed light travels in 1 year.
Yeah,
which is the distance. Sorry, the distance.
So how many seconds is in a year then?
Yeah, but it's something like 666 billion or something, or trillion miles.
It's ridiculous.
And you hear of planets being like, you think, oh, that's only 1 light year away. No, that's not only 1 light year away.
Remember they sent that probe out
5 million generations if you were to if you were to go on a spaceship.
But there's some weird shit in as well, though. Like when they talk about interstellar, what I'm shouting for, but when they talk about this, like interstellar travel, there's some kind of a weird thing about like the way time works, that like if we went off now, just say if they perfected a spacecraft that could do interstellar travel, like the biggest thing with it is the energy, like the fuel. Do you know how you're going to fucking possibly have enough fuel on board to travel for light years? Do you know you're going to run out of juice and there's no petrol stations on the way, like. So if they could perfect a shuttle that could
stop off at George Jetson's there for a bit of gasoline.
But they say like that for the people that are gone, not that much time will pass. There'll be way more time will pass back here on Earth. Like we'd all be dead and everything, like by the time they come back. But they might have only aged a small bit, like
took a couple of years. Yeah. Like that film. What's the film? Interstellar. Yeah.
That's fucking weird. Like
that's
that whole
a great
thing
film, man.
When they get into time, like like bending time so that you could travel from one point to another instantly and all this crack, like fucking other dimensions and all. That's why I want to try mushrooms and just see what the crack is with these other dimensions. What the fuck is going on over there? Like, there's a lot of them apparently.
It's great crack though.
What are we in the third dimension? And you think there's about 7 or something? Is it?
There could be infinite. Who knows?
7 dimensions in Clearly alone, boys.
But this is the thing then as well, like, you know, when I've often looked at our little solar system here and you'd be like, this is all too fucking perfect. Like, it couldn't be a mistake, you know, just a big bang and this all happened. Yeah. The world is so perfect. We just have everything we need here to support life. The sun just happens to be the exact distance. Like, it's 93 million miles away. Even if it was 90 million miles away, it would fry us. Yeah. You know, it just happens to be at the right spot, and then we just happen to have the moon there as well. Everything is so perfect where the moon goes around us, we go around the sun.
The moon apparently was a result of a meteoric collision with Earth.
What a little happy accident, like, you know, there's all of this
no
stuff,
mistakes here, all happy accidents.
Yeah.
And a fucking tree.
But like you'd say, like, that's all too perfect, like, you know. But then if the universe really is infinite, then this exact set of circumstances would have to have happened somewhere. So of course, then the people who happen to be here would say, like, oh, this is all too perfect. Where there's probably infinite numbers of solar systems just like ours that don't have a sun or don't have a moon. you know?
Yeah.
This is the rare earth theory is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
There's a lot of scientists out there that think because it's so rare that every cycle and everything we coexist perfectly in this universe that it could not have happened anywhere else in the universe, only here. Because if the moon was something like 6 or 7 miles wider, the gravitational pull would wreck our oceans and everything, and it wouldn't work at all. I mean, that's only a tiny, that's a 1 in a million chance. Then 1 in a million chance that we're the exact Goldilocks zone distance away from the sun. Then the atmosphere, then the amount of water, then the amount of oxygen, everything. It was just 1,000,000 to 1 every time you think about everything so they think that it's so rare that we're the only ones that exist in the universe.
I don't know, man.
I doubt it. I mean, there's 100% possibility that there's other life in the universe.
There's an infinite amount of stars out there, so there has to be something else out there.
Yeah.
But we don't know.
There's no way of contacting anything like out there, you know. It's too far away.
I'll fucking phone
That's
someone.
the thing, yeah.
Hold that phone.
Hold the phone.
We haven't got a gram, eh?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
It's hardly time already, is it, Mike?
That's what that means.
we're
Is
coming up on the old time already, are we, lads? Some boys that talk a lot of shit, boy.
Aren't we?
Oh, man's a good one. We didn't fucking...
Some
We
boys that
rarely...
talk a lot of shit.
Did we touch many topics off your pad?
We
got 2 off
some
mine.
of them.
We're lucky Russell wasn't here now, because if we were talking about that, Russell would be like,
He would have brought the conversation back to the homeless. Plenty of fucking planets out there.
Yeah, he'd be like, imagine how many people are homeless out there in the universe. Probably infinite amounts of them.
yes,
Like,
you're talking about fucking space. There's homeless people out in the street for reasons like that.
Why don't you talk about what's happening on your own fucking planet?
Love you, Ross. Miss you big time.
Not me. I think you're only okay. Your sister, on the other hand. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Cut that bit out.
Jesus.
Yort.
Yachtage.
I'm only joking. I love you, Russell. With all my heart. And my dick.
His penis.
Made it pure awkward now.
Anything else that we needed to discuss?
I
you
think that's about
guys. That's about it, is it? Yeah. All right, cool then. To everyone listening, watching, please subscribe wherever you're listening to this. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button.
In the centre of the galaxy. Fucking go for it.
If you're on Spotify, follow it. If you're
Google Podcasts.
wherever, it's all free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe or to leave a little 5 stars or a thumbs up or a review, depending on where you're watching or listening. So please do that.
Jude needs more fans. He's happy with the one he has, but he needs more.
Don't be leaving any more nice comments about Jude. Changed. He came along today with a
He
list
gave
of
up
demands.
Facebook and all because of it. Looking down on everyone.
Jude was like, it's all getting too much. I need to go under the radar for a while.
Mikey rang me and all a while ago saying, are you ready? I'm like, I can't believe I have to deal with these common folk. Peasants I'm going out to.
Off the grid. That's what Jude wants to be. Off the grid.
Off the grid, yeah. Yeah.
Have a good one, guys.
All good, yeah. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
I really
hope
do
your
hope
2019 is fantastic.
Two of us said it at the same time, yeah.
I
also hope that it's fantastic. Fabulous.
I second that motion.
Do you hope so, Mikey?
I so hope so.
Have a good one, guys.
Yeah. Take it easy, everyone.
To get it easy, take it twice.
Nice.